Today I'm decorating a black cake, but not just any black. It's gonna be like a muted gray charcoal type of black, whatever that means. And when I tell you this cake tested my patience literally 3 separate times, like I almost crashed out, guys. I tried my best to accomplish the muted black color that my client wanted, but I felt like it was a little bit too dark, so I only did it for the base and some piping. And here's when the problem started. Like, what the heck is going on here? Why is my piping tip doing that? I tried to just ignore it and go over it and do it again, but the exact same thing ended up happening, so I had to scrape this off and start over. And to be honest, I know exactly why this is happening. It's because I didn't sift my powdered sugar. When I'm making my buttercream, I always sift my powdered sugar to get any clumps out, and today I didn't have any time to do it, and this is the result of that. This is your sign to not skip the sift. Anyway, I fixed that issue, and I'm using a number 70 tip to do a ruffle here on the top and bottom, and then I went in with the 6B tip to do a shell border on the top and on the bottom. This is as far as I'm going with this shade of black. I decided to add a little bit of white into it so it could give more of that muted black look, and I'm using that for the rest of the piping on this cake. So I'm following the inspo photo, and it had this type of piping on there, and I tried it out. I'm really not good at this, and I was just like, literally, what the hell is this? However, my second try was way better, so I ended up having to scrape the first one off because it was so bad. This is the reality of being a cake decorator. You might think it's all so seamless and perfect, but no, we also make mistakes all the time. Sometimes it's not a big deal and you just fix it and move on, and other times you're just running low on patience and it really pisses you off, but you have to keep going because you want to give your client the best and nothing less. So I was honestly really pleased with how these, whatever you call them, were turning out, and things were looking up from here, guys. Don't worry, I didn't crash out, especially because most of these problems were literally all my fault. So now I'm going in with a number 18 tip and doing some shells here. This cake had quite a lot of piping on it, which I normally don't like to do. I don't love super heavy piping, but sometimes it just looks so good, and I was following the inspo pic that my client sent me. Finally, we get to add some color to this cake, and I'm using a burgundy shade that I mixed up and a number 3 piping tip to do this little dotted thing. And I went in with a number 18 tip and did some rosette piping just like this in this burgundy color, and then I went ahead and added some black leaves to each of those. Now for the top, I added a burgundy border using that same number 18 tip that I used for the rosettes, and then I wrote 27 here right in the center. Last but not least, I'm adding these burgundy roses that I piped onto the top, and here's the final result. What do you guys think? Is it giving muted black? Let me know in the comments, and be sure to follow me for more cake decorating videos, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!